Speaking of loving your people and them loving you and lots of energy, Matt found one of the greatest videos I've ever seen today. And it is a gentleman in Staten Island, literally named Joseph DeVito. Like, literally named Joseph DeVito. Like, this, totally the type. We're just awash in a world now of things happening that if you scripted them, it would be like, oh, really? You're going to be that hacky? And except that hacky is reality now.
Yeah, it's like someone's just pulled things out of Felix Biederman's mind and like manifested them into reality.
They've pulled things out of Felix Biederman's mind that he self was like, oh no, that would be too obvious. I'll come up with something more clever. Right? Like that, this is like the comedic moment of now. Guy named Joseph DeVito is pretty upset. He has two heroes in life. He has Robert De Niro, Bobby D, and the President of the United States. Now, there's a comment that Mr. DeVito, 67 of Staten Island, made about respecting all presidents, which I have some doubts about. But first, let's watch this video of him coming to terms with his hero. And I just want to say for people who are, you can kind of, I don't really need to voice out what's going on. I'll just say for people listening, he has a picture. This is a 67-year-old man with a picture of Robert De Niro as Jimmy Burke in Goodfellas on his wall. Now, cool. I like Goodfellas, but like Jimmy Burke is actually based on a guy who was like literally a serial killer who like would. He would threaten us. I remember one threat that Jimmy Burke made to an associate, like, if you fuck with me, I'll lock your kids in a fucking freezer, was one line. Like, I will freeze your children to death. And in the movie, yeah, it was tough stuff, and there's tough stuff in a lot of places. But there was a tremendous love from Jimmy Burke. And in Goodfellas, you know, it's a cool movie, it's fun, but actually, even though Scorsese, I think, is unfairly accused of romanticizing these people, he actually doesn't. In all these movies, the conclusion is always basically these are like low-grade scumbags, and the thing that distinguishes them is just their willingness to be complete sociopaths. So this is like the type of thing that maybe like you probably should have graduated out of loving Jimmy Burke by like, I don't know, maybe by the time you're graduating from college, if we're going to do it, you know, score on the curve. So this is a 67-year-old guy with a picture of Bobby D as Jimmy Burke on his wall. Not as Raging Bull, not even just as fucking Bobby D, but as Jimmy Burke, the guy who always rooted for the bad guys in the movies in Goodfellas. And this is a momentous day for one Joseph DeVito.
This used to be my idol. I used to love this guy, Robert De Niro. But after what he did last night at the Tonys, this is where Robert goes.
I want to know who's filming this, dude.
Yeah, I want to know. It's like, Joseph, the angles are bad.
Where you go?
It's his wife.
Joseph, move more quickly on the camera. Are you sure you want to do this, Joey? You love Bobby D so much. I know he upset you because he said fuck Trump.
This is where you're going.
Oh, that's in the garbage. Very anticlimactic so far. And all of a sudden, oh shit. Now Joey DeVito's getting the wrench.
And this is what we think of you.
Boom. Boom. Very anticlimactic glass breaking, I have to say.
You're a real piece of...
Calls him a real piece of shit.
Another Trump hater down. Thank you.
Boom. And you know what? I already got to say, look, Joseph DeVito, who is a former Marine, which already puts him in a completely different class than Donald Trump would ever be. I never understand people. Like, you're better than Donald Trump, dude. Like, you're a superior human specimen in every way, shape, and form. And he has no respect for you. Why would you waste your respect on him? There's no coming back, Mr. DeVito, a former Marine, told The Advance. Everybody doesn't have to agree with Trump, but they should respect him, added DeVito, saying he's always respected every president of the United States, whether he liked him or not. To which I'm going to do first this. And then this. Oh, that one didn't say anything. And then I'm going to say, let's see. Yeah, none of these work.
And what is Aleppo?
And what is Aleppo? What is the over and under on how many of times that guy called Obama a Mulanyang?
I mean, maybe
respected. I mean, look.
Maybe there's a video from like 2011 of him taking a Trump picture off the wall and smashing.
That'd be great. I used to love The Apprentice, but you can't question whether the president was born here or not. So here you go. If Joe DeVito can produce that video, I will personally go to Staten Island, buy him a beer, and apologize, and we'll take this video down.
I'll produce your podcast too, Joey.
Yeah, Joey. Well,
Monthly.
I think you would produce his podcast regardless, right? He doesn't have to do anything for that. That would be a fun podcast. It could be called Smashing Pictures with Joe. All right. Let's just keep with the momentum of the dessert.